Okay, how's it, everybody? This is Robbie here from the Web Shack, and I just want to quickly run through what my experience with the Automattic, um, the job application I went through. I was basically, well, before I start, basically what I want to do is I want to help people that are looking for a happiness engineer job through Automattic. Yeah, basically Automattic is the company that runs WordPress and WooCommerce and all those big platforms. So if you're ever thinking of, applying to a company like that, it's an awesome company actually, then yeah, I'm here to help you. I basically went through the process, didn't get the job in the end, but I feel like I learned a lot through it, and I feel like this is, I hope this benefits people. So basically what I did is I went on to automatic.com, automatic with two T's, and then I just went and looked through all the jobs and stuff. And basically, I've been doing WordPress and WooCommerce and CSS and HTML and all that kind of stuff for years. So I know the platforms, I know how it all works. So I thought, I might as well just give it a go and try it out. So basically, what the job entails is customer support and helping, basically happiness engineer. That's the job title. So helping people with their WordPress sites and just helping them support. So they'll go on, you would help people on live chat, and it's a very fast type of job. Basically, you have to commute, you have to, have three or four people on live chat all at the same time, and emailing people back tickets and all that kind of stuff. It's quite a hectic job, but it's quite nice because Automatic's got lots of perks, like your leave is unbelievable, it's basically unlimited. They take you overseas on trips and all this kind of stuff. It's a really nice company. So if you're looking at that, so I'll just go through my process. I didn't get the job in the end because I'll get to that. So basically, how it started is I applied, but before I applied, I basically what they always recommend is put together an amazing cover letter. So I put together this awesome cover letter. I basically went through my experience with WordPress, how long I've been doing it for 12 years, how much I enjoy, people and seeing people succeed. So that's why I actually applied for the job, because I felt, I'm good at WordPress, I'm quite technical, I know my CSS, I know my HTML, and I felt that, it worked for me because I'm a people person as well. I love talking to people, love being around people. It's just part of who I am. So I felt that that's the kind of job for me. So I went through the application. I made a cover letter kind of like that. I spoke about my experience. I spoke about how much I enjoy people, and then I just told them, like, in South Africa, my company, my little digital agency is topping Google for quite big keywords such as website design and all that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty good when it comes to SEO, especially within WordPress. So I put that all in, and I feel that attracted them because I think I was straight to the point. I was honest, and I told them exactly. And I feel if you go through my blog that I wrote below, take a look at all the different ways, how I wrote that cover letter and so on. Like, there's certain things that they look for. They want someone technical, but they mainly want someone who knows how to communicate with a customer and communicate really well with the staff and the customer. So, like, if you guys are looking for a job like this, really push into that, knowing that that's what they're looking for: communication, empathy over clients, and as an unhappy client, how you deal with that. It's not just about knowing WordPress and being technical. It's there's more to it, and my advice to you is just really push into that. Push into how do you communicate, writing in English well, like communicating well in English, writing articles and blogs and so on, and basically just that's how they put their work out there. They have this system that they use called P2, and that because it's 100% remote job, which is awesome as well because you're quite flexible, and it can be hard for some people, like myself actually, maybe, if I think about it. They rely on communication through this P2 channel, where if there's anything interesting that you've done for help clients with, or if there's anything that that you feel you want to put in on them, you want other people to know, basically that's where you put it. And basically their whole philosophy around that is if it's not on P2, then you basically didn't do it. So that's kind of the vibe. Sorry, yeah. Oh yeah. Let me just carry on there before give me some advice. Yeah, when you create your cover letter, think about that kind of stuff, because that's what Automattic's looking for. Obviously, you want a job, you want to be who you are as well. So obviously, don't apply for a job like this if you're not a person that wants to see, obviously everyone wants to help people to a certain extent, but you're really passionate about helping people, and you really want to see people succeed. I think that's a first. I think you besides all the technical stuff and all that, I think that's a start. So yeah, I put my cover letter through, my CV on. I went through why Automattic, and I put down stuff like, I really liked Automattic's vision, their creed. You must go through their creed. It's quite awesome, and how everything's open source, and how all their products basically go out there, and basically anyone can use them, from someone with no money and someone with money. Is just amazing. That's why it kind of led me to the company in the first place. Okay, yeah, so I did that. They got back to me quite fast, which is nice. Obviously, I did something right there, and they were happy with it. So I got through that round. Next round I went through was a test. Basically, the test, if you know WordPress and CSS, it's not a very hard test. I'm not going to go into detail with what I do with the test, because I just don't feel that's right, because obviously they might have different tests, or it might be confidential. But just to give you an idea, it was just a blank WordPress based. I had to build a WordPress based website, and they had a whole lot of things they wanted me to do, how many pages and so on. And I could only use the WordPress 2021 theme, no plugins, just straight CSS. I could do some custom CSS, and there was a few questions on the custom CSS side, so I could, there were certain things I had to figure out with CSS and so on. So that's it. That's basically like the test. They gave me 5 days to do it, which was great. I feel that's a decent amount of time. Another thing is to make it look nice was tricky, because it's just the 2021 theme, which is nice, but it's only just a blog looking theme. So I kind of, just to bear that in mind, when you're doing your test, just remember that you might have something like that. You might have to use whatever you have, limited resources, and build something great. Yeah, I also had to write a blog based on my progress through it, and what I felt about it. I think that goes back to the communication thing that I spoke about. Just important to them. They want to see how I thought, what kind of process I was going through, what I was thinking, why did I add this certain element and this CSS and so on. So I think just bear that in mind. And then they gave me some customer questions. I put one example one in the blog. You can take a look at that. It's not an actual question I got. Like I said, I don't want to give out that information, but it's just an idea of what they kind of ask when it comes to customer questions. So they gave me about 6 or 7 customer questions, and I had to just make a Q&A and just answer those questions. So it was 2 sides. The whole exam was 2 sides: building the websites and seeing how technical I am with WordPress and so on, and then also basically 50-50. The other 50% was, how do I answer customer support questions, and how do I do it? How friendly am I? How do I approach the situation? If someone's angry, how do I do it? So just bear that in mind when you go through your one, through your process. Okay, so then from there, they liked I feel like they obviously liked the test, and they felt that I did really well. So I went through to the next round, which was the interview. And basically, interviews a written interview. You don't see the person, you don't talk to the person verbally. You just on Slack, and you just type. Okay, so I felt that the person I was the person who was doing the interview was quite nice, welcoming and so on. Went through the whole thing, and I felt very confident at the beginning. But then he started asking me questions about customer support and how do I deal with certain situations, like if a client's upset, what do you do, and how do you approach the client if you don't even understand what they're actually saying. So it's quite tough, and I had to really think about what to answer. And I feel so that's where I ended. That's where once I finished that interview, they sent me an email back, a really nice email, sorry, we're not going to take you through to the next round and so on, which is awesome. I mean, I feel that I wasn't actually ready for that. I feel that I am quite a technical WordPress guy, and I've been doing WordPress for 12 years, but the customer side, I felt that I answered the questions nicely, I feel, in the interview, but I took a long time to answer the questions, So he would ask a question, and then it would take me like 4 or 5 minutes to answer, and I feel that's why I didn't go to the next round. I feel because if you're doing customer support, they expect you to really be on the ball, really be on the ball. So just bear that in mind. I don't think it was very sweet. I'm not saying I think the process was nice and you did it really nicely with me, but I feel that was my problem. I don't know for sure, but I feel that was it. I feel like I got so far and the process went well, and I think they were happy with me, but they felt that I took too long. And the reason why is not because I'm slow at writing or anything. It's because I actually didn't know what to answer, and I had to think about it. So when I thought about it, I got the answers right. But at the end of the day, a customer on a live chat's not going to sit there waiting 5 minutes for you to answer something like it, So I feel like that really taught me a lot, and I feel like that for you guys out there that are looking to apply for this job, just bear that in mind. When it's not just about knowing WordPress. It's how fast you're gonna get back to people. It's information. How are you gonna say it? How kind you're gonna be? How if it's an angry client, how are you gonna approach it? And approach it quickly. And I think when people are sitting and waiting, and it's a big company, they got tons and tons and tons of queries every day. So you have to be on the ball with this. So just bear that in mind. I feel the process, the whole interview process, I think was quite nice. I feel that it wasn't overboard. I think for the type of job that you're interviewing for, I think it's fair enough. I think you need to go through that process. In my blog that I wrote, I actually put together a whole lot of tutorials for people that don't know WordPress, but they actually feel that they're quite good with customer support. Go through those. Go through those in detail. I hope those help you, and I feel don't even start the process. They always got job applications open. Don't start the process until you feel comfortable with all those questions. Not questions, all those tutorials that I put. In the article. Just feel comfortable with it. I know it takes time to do it, but everything takes time. If you want a nice job and a remote job and so on, you need to put the time in, you need to put the work in. I hope this my experience can help you. It'd be awesome if you guys get in there, and they're hiring all the time, and it'd be nice to see lots of new people work for Automattic. Awesome company, and I hope my blog has helped all of you out there, and all the best. Thanks very much for reading my blog and for watching this video.